if you're walking through your door with doubt, if you're safe in this place, you're not safe.
I'm okay with myself. You're just a cherry on the top. I'm not fearful of losing you, so now I can tell you the truth.
Yep.
You know what? When you wake up in the morning, your breath do stink.
As a man, the last thing you want to be is emotionally weak.
Facts. The last
because
thing.
that will destroy your household.
Yes.
That will destroy your marriage.
Yes.
That will destroy your children.
Facts. It don't be the woman that makes you feel that way. You know what it is? It's the intake of the social media narratives. It's the people around us that are, a man if he don't provide 100%.
To add to that, online masculinity is a performance, guys. It is a performance.
Wow.
Real masculinity
is
unseen and unspoken.
Wow. Nigga, that's good.
Yo, it's the Imperfect Fathers. Yo, it's the Imperfect Fathers.
But as always, what's good, baby? You chilling?
Positive energy.
And good vibrations from me to you. It's your boy, RJD, the Imperfect Gentleman, and my guy,
your boy, JP, the Imperfect Husband.
And this is another dope episode of the Imperfect Fathers Podcast. Look at that. I told you last week I was just a little too excited. I had too much built-up energy. That's why I was stumbling on my words last week. You know what I mean? I'm calm.
This week it flew.
Yeah. I'm back into my groove right now. You know what I mean? We had to get a little that daddy rust off.
It just flowed. Yes, it sounded on point.
There
it
we
was
go.
On point today.
Yeah, welcome back, y'all. What y'all up to, man? I hope you guys had a phenomenal last week or two since we spoke to you guys last. I know that I have been running around being a dad and super husband for the last 2 weeks. So I got a lot to get off my chest, man. Got a lot to talk about this week. And I'm glad to share with you guys, man. As always, you guys could be anywhere else, but you guys take the chance to be with us, and we appreciate that. So do us a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because the record still says that at least 80-something% of you guys are watching the episode, but you won't hit the subscribe button. Subscribe and become part of our family. We don't want no tithes from you. We don't want no offerings from you. Like, shout out to the church. You know what I mean? Brother Drewski.
Yes, sir.
Brother Drewski has set the church world on fire with his skit. But but shout out. We ain't asking for your tithes and your offerings right now.
Definitely different.
Shout out to Drewski. But and in lieu of the church, right, as we need to do what we always do before we get started on this podcast, because without the real father, the perfect father, us imperfect ones don't mean nothing. So with that being said, let's talk to the man upstairs. Gracious eternal God, we thank you for another opportunity just to say thank you. But we understand that these moments, these seconds, these hours that we are living in right now, we are not promised them. So right now we understand that we are on grace time, and for that we say thank you for your grace, thank you for your mercy, thank you for allowing us just to exist. And right now, Father, in this moment, we actually look over us, help us and guide us, that we may be an inspiration, an instrument to give someone something they may need in the worst way possible, God. Right now, we actually help someone wherever they may need, whether it be financially, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Be what you need to be for them in their lives. And this is what we ask you. In Jesus' name, we do pray. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, man. So what's good with you, bro? How was your week?
Typical week.
Typical?
Training, kids training. Daughter made varsity softball.
Oh, shout out to the niece.
So
absolutely. Varsity, big
lot
stuff.
of training going on.
Yeah, good. And she in there right now and whipping up
baking it up.
Yeah, getting her business going.
She's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Selling cookies and cake in the school.
Yeah, she's selling diabetes. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just had one and I feel like I'm about to start twitching in a minute.
Yes,
like my sugar levels have spiked.
You must have an insulin shot near you.
Yo, shout out to the niece though. The cake was definitely good. I had the chocolate covered, white chocolate covered. What do you call it? Animal cookie. No, Cookie Monster cake. Yeah, it was good. Like, it was green in the middle, but it was good.
That's sweet as fuck.
You ain't lying, son. I'm over here right now looking for this water right now to help balance it out, kid, because I'm over here on edge as we speak. But that's lovely, though, my nigga. Like, she's she's doing it. Like, she don't know she's doing it, but she's doing it right now. She's balancing life, bro.
Yeah, this morning I had to give her a little bit of a whooping talk.
Yeah.
Because she's trying to do business, but doesn't allow herself to be taught business.
Oh, yeah.
So she's dabbling in the business money, and then there's no money, and then she needs investors.
Right.
I'm getting kind of tired of being an investor.
Hey, so you're no longer being a silent investor right now. You're speaking up right now. Silent investor's out the window.
Silence is out the window. She got till Sunday to get her papers straight, get everything. I need to see documentation of what's coming in, what's going out, what are the profits, what are the losses,
right? Absolutely.
What's been invested,
absolutely.
Because if by Saturday she doesn't have documentation, Sunday business is closed.
Yeah.
I'm throwing away the key.
shutting down the location. Yeah,
yes.
Listen, I ain't mad at it, bro.
So Sweets by Celine shall no longer exist if documents do not arrive by Saturday.
Hey, and that's real business, though.
Yes. We got to teach them early.
Exactly. If you don't have paperwork and documentation in at the appropriate time, there are consequences.
Yes.
And sometimes they're dire to your business.
Yes.
So there's no, I love that.
Yes.
I love that that's the angle and how you're teaching it, because it goes into actually what we're talking about right now. One of our topics is speaking up until you can't, before you can't. And a few friends of mine right now are going through a lot of things right now in their homes with their children and their wives and stuff. And every time I speak to them, they're just like, well, I'm not saying nothing about it right now. I'm just gonna wait. Just gonna wait. But what are you waiting for? For the moment where you can't speak?
Yeah.
Because that's what happens, bro. You get so frustrated, you get so annoyed, you get so angry to where there is no speaking no more. That's a place where it's dangerous for everybody.
Or what are you waiting for? A comfortable moment?
Right.
How about that comfortable moment never gets here?
It doesn't exist. Because how do you have comfort in an uncomfortable situation? Anytime that you're in a situation where you're the leader, right? Husband, father, role model, leader, you're wearing that title, that hat. It's going to be times where the uncomfortable has to come.
Yeah.
Because like we said a few episodes ago, last season, leadership is not always glamorous.
It's not.
There are a lot of things that come with it that don't feel too good. And to your point, having to give her that disciplined talk earlier, I had to get Imani this week. And let me tell you, like it didn't feel good. But what felt worse was the moment that triggered me to get her.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in the office and Cassie's in the kitchen cooking, and I hear her say, Imani, do you want some chicken? No response. So I'm assuming she probably in the room playing on her phone, she didn't hear it. So I didn't say anything. Mind my business in the computer. Again, Imani, do you want the chicken? No answer. So now Cassie raises her voice to the point where the whole house is going to hear it now.
Yeah.
Imani, do you want this chicken? Yeah. What? Yeah. That's exactly what my eyes did off my computer. When I heard the tone, put my head up. Like, no, I didn't. So everything I was doing ceased. Pushed myself away from the table. I stood up. Come here. Get over here. Let me talk to you for a second. And let me tell you exactly how I said it. Bring your little ass over here. See, I want her to understand that there's something that you just did that should never, ever happen again. So I brought her in the room. We sat down. We talked. I said, let me talk to you for a second. Let me tell you what you're not going to do. You're not going to discredit 9 months. I said, what do you mean? Your mother carried you and moved her organs around just so you can mature. To be something that she then had to take 36 hours to push out of her body while she cried and labored for every one of those hours just to get you here. And you have the audacity to open your mouth in a tone in which sounds disrespectful to the woman that damn near died to get you here?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, little girl. If you want to piss your daddy off, if you want a guaranteed card to make me the maddest you've ever seen in your life, let me say it again. Let me hear it again. Let me hear that energy coming out your body again. And I promise you, as my name is what it is, it's going to be the worst day of your life. Because as long as I live, you will not disrespect all the sacrifice that she does for you on a continual basis. Because it's not just the 9 months and then the pushing. Nigga, she sacrifices every single day just to see you smile. Just to see you eat. Every single day. So what I'm going to need now from you is to make sure that you have the same respect for your mother as you do for me. Because I've never heard that tone out of you when I call your name. It's yes, daddy. It better be that same energy for the person that gave you life.
Yeah, sometimes they just don't understand consequences because it hasn't been shown enough.
Yeah.
So they believe, well, let me push the boundary, see how far I can get away.
But that's why it's okay. Like, that's why I wasn't angry. I was upset, right? I was annoyed. That's the best way. I was annoyed because of the tone you had with the woman that gave you life. But I wasn't mad because I understood if this didn't happen, how would you know?
But it was an uncomfortable moment.
Yes.
You know, and if you don't speak when it's uncomfortable, you'll eventually speak when it's destructive.
Facts. And that right there is the worst. Nobody's safe at that point. When you're at that destructive point, when you've held your mouth too long.
Everybody gets it. Everybody gets it.
Stray is getting it. You getting strays. You could be in the house.
Everybody gets it.
You ain't got nothing to do with it.
You walking through the door like, weaving machetes, bullets, chairs, desks.
Yo, you remember how you be in the house when your aunts and your cousins and everybody in, and then your cousin get in trouble, and all of a sudden you sitting there, and because you was there, you caught a stray.
Man, listen,
that cousin got slapped upside his head. Yeah, I tell you that, and because you don't listen to either.
You ain't say nothing. Blap. You ain't tell me he did it. Blap.
I just walked in here.
But you told me to never snitch, though.
Right.
You said don't snitch.
Snitches get worse. That's what you told me. We get it worse. Nah, but that's literally where it all comes, bro. Like, think about it as a man. You walk around the house, and let's say, for instance, there's something on the floor, right? Your son, you see your son step over it. Okay. See your daughter step over it. Okay. But then you see your wife step over it. Holy shit.
You a grown-ass woman. What the fuck?
Nobody's picking this shit up. Like, and now, like, this is what you're going through in your head, right? Like, nobody's gonna pick this shit up. So then you say to yourself, fuck it, I'll get it, right? That's one time. But what happened was that time was repeated. You were supposed to say something on number one.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, listen, stop stepping over this, y'all. If y'all see us on the floor, pick it up. Right? You're supposed to have said something, but because you don't want to ruffle feathers, you don't want to potentially be the bad guy the hour of the house, you don't want to make your son upset, you don't want to have your daughter frustrated with you, you don't want to piss your wife off because you might want some cheeks later on. Shout out to the cheeks. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the cheeks. That's wild. Cheeks.
Yo, gotta love them cheeks, man. But we don't speak of in fear of not getting the cheeks or causing a riffraff in the house, right? But at what cost do we give things up to?
Yeah,
our peace level.
Well, literally till you burn out.
Literally
you burn out. You watch it till you burn out.
And this is why I say it's important for us to not hold our tongue, bro. This is why it's important. You got to speak up. What you over there cracking up about?
It's the truth. Well, you see, here I really don't have that much of that problem, right? Because my wife is like super OCD.
Yeah, shout out to Nene. If you want to come and eat off a floor,
she's super OCD.
Eat off the floor in here. It's possible.
It's more of the kids. They'll walk over the same shit. And I'll just sit there and watch them.
Yeah.
Like, are you seriously gonna walk over that ball 5 times?
Right.
Mind you, it's your fucking ball.
Yeah. It's yours.
And you're just gonna leave it there. and you just watch.
Like it fits to like the room or something. Like it fits to the room. Like it stands out, bro.
And then you gotta breathe, right? Because you don't want the shit to come out distorted, right? You want to be able to say it nicely without it.
Right.
Because if you allow yourself to anger,
exactly,
somebody's gonna get smacked.
Of course.
So,
of course.
Because you know yourself.
And because you want to keep it calm, you want to keep the house in the level of energy.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You want to keep the loving energy flowing in the home.
You want to keep that environment, that loving environment. You want to keep that same peace. But the truth is, that silence in that moment is not going to cause peace. You're going to lose your peace internally. And then once that peace is completely lost internally, now you in the house spazzing.
And that goes to the point of how men are always sacrificing something.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And it's usually our peace.
Yeah, facts.
It's usually our peace.
And like we got to ask ourselves, what's the cost that we're sacrificing these things for? Like, what is that actual cost? Because now, when I think about it, I'm like, damn, I'm willing to give my peace up, my peace of mind up. Because, number one, I am a leader. So if I don't point out the thing that needs to be done, who am I really to be mad at? And then the frustration begins with, well, if I say something, now I'm the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I've learned, bro, especially me as not having a father in my life, a lot of times, things that I feel like I should be doing, I don't do because I don't want to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen a male lead in a home be the bad guy and things still be okay. Right? Yeah. I've never seen a man lay the law down in the house and disregard the emotions that come back from it. So because of that, I'm so programmed in my mind that, oh my God, if I say this, the house is going to be able to eat disease, and now I'm going to be the cause of it.
Yeah, but you have, for you to be able to be a leader, you have to lead before it becomes a crisis.
Absolutely. And that's why speaking up is imperative. This is why we can't get caught up in, I'm tired of saying this over and over again. I don't give a fuck if you got to say it 100 times. Say it 100 times.
Exactly.
Yo, pick that up.
Until somebody is blue in the face.
Yeah. And guess what? And if they get annoyed, maybe they'll do it and then stop being annoyed, right? Then they'll stop making you say the thing. So my thing is to every father out there, don't get tired and don't be silent because you're trying to keep the peace. You as a leader, it's your job to at times stir the pot. At times it's necessary to cause a little friction in the home because things are not going the way they should be going. And if you as a leader don't go ahead and correct those things, you have nobody to be blamed for but yourself because it's your job. It's your duty. And I'm learning that in game. It's like, all right, well, if I don't set this straight, it won't get straight. And then I'm going to be mad later on. What am I doing? And why? Why not do this? Because I'm scared of the emotional recall of this from my wife and kids? What? Y'all be all right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all will get over this.
Facts.
Whether it be tonight, tomorrow, next week, next month, or even next year.
Yeah.
You get over it. But the truth of the matter is, if I don't lay this foundation, if I don't lay this groundwork, it won't get done. And then the years will go past. And then what? My frustration level just continues to get higher. And like I always say, my rule of thumb is, if you don't want my authority, you don't want my protection or my provision. It's a package deal.
Yeah.
You want me to protect and provide for you, then you also better understand it comes with some authority.
Yeah.
That you're going to have to follow. That's it.
Yeah.
It's a package deal. It comes with the territory. You can't have my provision or my protection without me having authority. It doesn't work that way. Nothing works that way.
And it's having them understand, look, we don't want to be reactive.
No, right? By no means.
We don't want to cause chaos. We don't want to bring the house down. We want to be proactive.
Correct. And proactive means speaking up before you can.
Because if you prohibit that speech, that doesn't make you a stronger man. If you suppress that speech,
sir.
It doesn't make you a stronger man.
No, sir.
It's like believing men can't cry. Well, because why?
Right. Who said that?
Why?
Who said that shit?
When you suppress that energy, when you become emotionally suppressed,
you're dangerous. You're literally
you are reactive.
Time bomb. Right. Anything
reactive.
can send you. Like when you're reactive, things can send you.
Yes.
Like you don't have no control at that point. You're completely out of your own control.
Oh yeah.
Something else has complete control over you, and it takes a spark. And then we'll think it's like that one thing. But the truth of the matter is you got a whole bunch of things that you have not dealt with or even not dealt with, spoke on.
And the craziest part about it is that what will end up triggering you when you're in that reactive state is the smallest thing.
And you be mad that you find yourself reacting over something so minute. You're like, I can't believe I'm this mad over that. But the truth, that's not your real issue. The real issue is all the things that you did not say.
The core.
Yeah.
How deep is that core?
Yeah. Word. And how much of it have you really suppressed? Right.
It's like that bottle with the cap, right?
Yes.
You grab soda, you put it in a bottle, you cap it up and you shake it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What you think is gonna happen? Or wait, reactivity would be that Mentos inside the Coke.
Oh my goodness.
And capping it.
Explosion.
What you think is gonna happen?
Only a matter of time. It's an if and not when at that point. I mean, it's when, not if.
Yep.
Because you're guaranteed to explode, bro.
Yep.
Because think about this. Your home life as a man is only a fragment of what you go throughout the day.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
It's a big piece.
Yes, sir.
It's a major piece of what we go through as men. Don't get that twisted. But it's still only a piece. We got to go out here and deal with what's going on in the world. We got to deal with our own mental stability, right? Our own mental sake, our own why we're here. We got to deal with all those things. And then on top of all of that, you got to go lead. So this is why you don't have
you
the
got to
room
go
for
lead in a space where you believe you are safe.
Where you believe you are safe. Damn. You got to lead in a place where you believe you're safe.
That's a sound bite.
And then think about this. Think about that for a second. Do you really believe you're safe? Because don't you feel like at times they're all against you?
If you're walking through your door with doubt, if you're safe in this place, you're not safe. If you walk through your door and you doubt that you are safe, peacefully safe,
right?
You're not safe.
So let's talk about that. Let's unpack it. So if a man feels he's unsafe in the place where he dwells, now we're not talking about physically, right? Because a lot of right now somebody probably listening to us probably think he doesn't feel safe. He is going to get protected. No,
not physically,
emotionally, spiritually. If you are in a space where you don't feel safe, and not just you don't feel safe, you don't feel comfortable enough to be yourself, for instance, right?
Walking on eggshells.
Ooh. Exactly. If you're in a space where you're emotionally and spiritually walking on eggshells, how do you deal with that? How does a man who is going out in the world, right, dealing with a boss, eating what he has to eat just to bring home a few dollars, managing himself to gather himself together and bring it all what he's killed out through the day and bring home for his family. And then he comes in a space where mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, he's not able to rest and relax. He's not able to speak his mind without being attacked. What does that man do? Where does that man go?
So I'll start by asking, is your sanity based on the output of someone else or on your inner peace?
Is your sanity based upon someone else's output or your inner peace?
Because if you're expecting, you see, expectation is the closest thing to failure.
Facts.
If you're expecting someone else to bring you that peace and you not find it from within first, then you already failed.
So let's say that man's already failed, right? But he's in a home where he has to provide, right? He has to cover, he has to protect, he has to do everything a man has to do, but that part of the puzzle is not there for him. And yes, he's messed up to be in this place he's in, But now, with a proactive thought process, how does he get from where he is now to a place of peace and a place where it seems to be there is none? Because honestly, I'm asking these questions and I'm thinking, as we're speaking right now, that there are so many men who are literally in that position right now, and they're not in it openly. See, and this goes to the emotional incarceration. There are a lot of men who are speaking and looking vibrant, but internally they're locked up, incarcerated because emotionally they can't express, I don't like you right now. You hurt my feelings months ago, and I don't have the courage to bring it up right now because things are going good. You hurt me, and I don't know how to tell you hurt me.
That goes to exactly what I was just saying. You must find yourself first to then be able to have the strength to do that. Because if you don't have that inner peace, if you don't have that inner strength, you will forever be silent in front of who you believe you're going to offend.
Regardless if it costs you your peace or not. Yeah.
You're always just going to shy down, put your head down and deal with it. I'll figure it out. And that's not inner peace.
No.
You're not at peace with yourself at that point.
Yeah.
Right? Because you feel inferior. You feel that you're less than. Mm-hmm. So therefore, if I speak up, I'm going to lose the only thing I think is worth me having.
Right. And honestly, that's only going into the space of, like you said, feeling like you're less than. Because if you lose this, or if you have this conversation,
then what?
Right. What do I have now?
Who am I?
Right. If I lose you in this, what does that make me?
Who am I?
Right.
That's that question.
Mm-hmm.
If I lose you, who am I?
And this is why it's the question about who am I. It can't be ever answered based upon who you're with.
It can't.
It can't be. It can never be based upon who you're with, because God forbid we love our spouses to death. But we already know one of those great worst days is going to come, whether it be we leave or they're going to leave first. And are you no longer going to be who you are? Right?
Then what?
Right.
Then what?
Do you then get in the casket with him? Right? And mentally and emotionally, do you stop existing?
We've seen that happen.
But this is why I bring this question to the platform, bro, because we have to be okay with disturbing somebody else's peace to keep ours. We got to be okay with that. I'm not saying that in a malicious way. I'm saying that in a space where we have to be okay with disrupting the peace of the people that we're leading, so we can keep ours and lead them the way it's supposed to.
It goes back to not incarcerating your voice. Mm-hmm. You have to some way, somehow find yourself from within and say what bothers you, even if you shed. Because there's a lot of men out here that are afraid to also say what they need to say, because they're afraid to show their emotions.
Mm-hmm. They go with what they're saying, yes.
And shed a tear if they have to.
Right.
Because that won't make them man enough.
Right.
It makes them weak.
Right.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you weak. Actually, scientifically, when you shed a tear, you release stress hormones that live within that actually make you feel better and able to speak.
Absolutely. And it's a natural thing, man. Like, I never forget that. Like, when I was younger, like, that whole thought process of men don't cry and all, like, I was cool with, like, I was raised under it. But man, when something hurt bad enough, nigga, you gonna cry, you gonna shed a tear. But even then, it ain't even about something hurting you enough. If something moves you enough, whether it be frustration, because I've cried many of frustration tears,
happy moments,
right, in the middle of being flustered, shocked, scared, like, they flow, right?
Yep.
But the thing is, understanding that it doesn't demean you, or it doesn't take away from your manhood to allow those things to flow, because that's what allows you to speak up.
Of course.
Like, your emotions cause that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't feel nothing. If you didn't feel nothing, you wouldn't want to say anything. And that's the thing. If you don't speak up, after a while, you become numb.
Yes.
And
as a man, the last thing you want to be is emotionally weak.
Facts.
Because that will destroy your household.
Yes.
That will destroy your marriage.
Yes.
That will destroy your children.
Facts.
If you are emotionally weak, anything that occurs to you, you will bring back, and your children will pay the consequences. Your kids, the day they are born, they're born diamonds. And your emotional weakness chips at them.
Yeah.
Every single time you put them down, every single time you scream at them, every single time you say something that you didn't mean to say that hurt them, that's a chip of that diamond. Sooner or later, they go back to being carbon.
Yeah. Just rocks.
If you don't learn how to be emotionally strong.
Facts. That's a major fact. And in being emotionally strong, you gotta like ask yourself, which is the next segment of the show, is that if we're not, as fathers, emotionally strong, are we raising emotionally strong boys, or are we raising emotionally safe boys? And there's a major difference in that.
Yes, there is.
I realized that even in myself, it was a lot more times where instead of me being strong, I was acting in safety because of fear, because of not actually abiding with and understanding, expressing my own emotions. So now the question is, if we as fathers, we're not emotionally strong, are we teaching our boys, especially our boys, about emotional strength? Or are we literally walking them into an emotionally safe space where all they want to do is stay safe with their emotions, where confrontation doesn't live?
In life, that's not enough. Emotional safety is not enough in life.
It's not a real place.
It's not.
As a man,
and don't get me wrong, it's okay to have some emotional safety, some
in the home,
depending exactly, depending where you are as a man.
Yes,
you must. Your house should be that emotionally safe place.
Correct.
Your home.
Correct.
Where you arrive to, but also that's a place for it to be emotionally safe. You have to bring that energy to your home as well. Because if you're bringing chaos home, it'll never be emotionally safe.
Correct. You're the temperature setter. Absolutely. And let me tell you, the difference between being emotionally strong and emotionally safe is day and night. See, when you're emotionally strong, you're willing to deal with the hard conversations. You're willing to go into that battle with someone that you love, because you know that when this is all said and done, the love is going to be on the other side of this hard part. But when you only abide in that emotionally safe space, you refuse to deal with confrontation. And then what needs to be said between you and your loved ones is never said. So that true connection of love and togetherness doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
It's hiding behind something that needs to be said. And once we go back to that space of not speaking, you already know it's dangerous ground for the whole family, because now what? You're holding resentment. That person over there doesn't know where you're at. Think about it. When your kids don't know how you feel, they walking on emotional eggshells all day. Dad, you okay? What's the matter, Dad?
Yeah.
And like, to me, when my kids are asking me that question and they feel that, and I feel the energy coming from them, I realize there's something I'm not doing. Because if they're questioning if I'm okay and they're off edge about it, I'm like, what am I doing in here? Why don't Daddy's okay? And then, you must feel that something is off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's when hard conversations happen. Let me tell you what Daddy's feeling today. Daddy's feeling alone today.
Yeah. And if those conversations don't happen, it makes them think that it's okay.
Yes. It's how Daddy is.
Yeah. That's okay. And then they grow up to be that.
Yes.
Because that's what they're going to look at as emotional strength.
Right.
When it's not.
Right. When Daddy gets mad, he gets quiet and
exactly.
goes in office.
So you know what? When I'm a man, that's exactly what I'm going to do too.
Right.
I'm going to be quiet and I'm going to shut up and I'm going to stay in the corner.
Right.
I'm not going to say anything. No, I'm all right.
Right.
No, I'm good. You okay? Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, I'm good.
And that's part of the generational curse we don't talk about. Like we talk about all the sins that come and that crush our families, but this is one of them.
Yep.
This is what destroys more families than other things, and they're not, bro. Because if the communication is being disrupted of any sort, if you can't speak your mind, if anyone in your household feels restricted to speak their mind in a space of love and respect, it's a problem. And that means, guess what? You're not in a space that's emotionally strong. You in a place that's chaotic emotionally.
Yep.
And then guess what? Now your son is gonna go out there and look for a woman to do the same thing with.
Yep.
Your daughter's gonna go out the house and find a man that she can put in the same category as her dad. Oh, when you get mad, you're supposed to be quiet. You're supposed to go in the corner.
And won't know how to deal with a man that's emotionally strong and knows how to communicate.
Because then he's gonna be called what? Sassy.
Yep. Yep.
Then he's gonna be called all sorts of out of pocket names, right?
Yep.
You bitch.
Yep. Yeah. BITCH. Yep.
You girl. All kinds of stuff.
Yep.
All because he can articulate his emotions. Because he will not put up with XYZ. Because he won't stand there and be quiet and just eat and retain all of your emotional baggage. When a man who understands himself, understands how, and also emotionally strong, he's not going to put up with things he doesn't have to because he doesn't have fear of losing you. And that's something that once you realize, like, oh, I'm okay with myself. You're just a cherry on the top. I'm not fearful of losing you, so now I can tell you the truth.
Yep.
You know what? When you wake up in the morning, your breath do stink. I'm sorry, babe. Like, mine too. When you told me to, when I wake up in the morning, that thing be hollering.
Everybody's breath stink in the morning. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But God. You know what? You still better kiss me with your stinky ass breath.
On my mama. If you deny me that funk, it's a problem. If you deny me that funk in the morning, it's a problem. Word, who else you gonna get that funky mouth to? Yeah. Shout out to all you funky mouth women out there in the morning, man. Your husband love you. You know what I mean? Shit. Shout out to the funky mouth, man. But yo, we coming down to the last 20 of the show. And now we kind of jumped around, but it's flowing.
Yeah,
but the last two things I want to talk about is the social media narrative that we have about manhood, man. Is modern masculinity confused, or are we finally being challenged?
That's a deep one. That's a deep one. You thought that one out, huh?
Yeah, shout out to ChatGPT too, as well for that
one. Don't give them the credit. Why are you trying to fake it?
Shout out to my AI assistant, man. My GPT, she be holding me down, man. But the truth is, when you look at the narrative of what a man was 30 years ago, right?
Yeah.
The man of 30 years ago to the man of today.
It is completely
different, bro. And it's almost scary in a sense because we've allowed a tool that was meant to bring people closer together and just give the social world a better hinge of what's going on and a better outlet of news and all those things. It was designed for that. Now we have a whole world of men who are judging themselves based upon other people's unseen realities and false realities.
Yeah.
So what a man was 30 years ago, even 50 years ago, you remember a man he had to go to work, he had to provide, he had to come home and bring his check to his house, and his job was done. You know what I'm saying? That was all a man was here for back in those days. And to be honest, that really wasn't it, but that was the narrative, right?
Yeah.
The same way today's narrative is you got to have 100,000, be 6 foot with a 6-pack. You know what I'm saying? With 6 houses and 6 dogs. And then you got to have a woman that's, you know what I'm saying? Like she got a multi-level $1 million business. This is what we've put out there.
Now, we do have to understand that 50, 60 years ago, a woman's job was staying at home, taking care of the kids, washing, cleaning the house. That was a woman's job. We're in different times where women are out at the workforce. They're successful at the workforce, and they're bringing money to the home as well. In some places, they are the breadwinner.
Yeah.
So that will definitely define the man's place in the home to some way.
But I say, but I was actually,
to some way.
Should it though?
To some way, it shouldn't, but it will.
Right.
Why? Because there are men that are complacent with just sitting at home and playing video games.
Ooh. Hey, he's stepping on some toes.
Wait. Love my men, but let's keep it 100, right? For you to be able to be a leader, you have to show that you're a leader.
Correct.
Right? You can't just say, I'm a man. Me, man.
Yeah.
You, Jane. No, those days are over. Because you know what? We got women out here making $200,000 a year.
Yeah. Jane gonna say, nigga, I got this house and this car. What
I'm paying these bills.
And she gonna drag you by your head.
You know what I'm saying? It's not about. This is how I look at it, right? It's about how much do you trust each other? How much do you speak? How much conversation? And how much conversation is happening in the home? If I'm at my down as a man, I'm at that place where I've tried to do it all and nothing is working, but you were successful,
right,
in the job that you're in, and you're bringing in the bread, that I need to find other ways to make myself valuable to be able to stand next to you, not as a man, but
as a partner.
Right. If I'm not showing you that I can lead, then there's nothing that I can do when you drag me by the ear.
Yeah, and this is a great conversation I'm glad we're having, because it's multifaceted, right? There's so many sides to this. So now, as a man who's been on the side of providing all, right? Everything that was on my back, I paid everything, to also being a man that has been 50-50, and also being the man that at one point in time where I was literally the house owner, the homemaker, where she brought in every dollar.
Did that make you any less of a man?
No, it didn't make me less of a man, but I felt like less of a man.
That happens to each and every one of them. But that, you know where that comes from? That comes from within.
Yeah, it's the ego and pride.
And most of the time, they don't. Your wife doesn't say anything or doesn't do anything to make you feel that way. But anything that she says, you will take it as if she's putting you down.
But also, too, you know where it comes from? Back to the topic, the narrative we have.
Yes.
Because a lot of times, it don't be the woman that makes you feel that way. You know what it is? It's the intake of the social media narratives. It's the people around us that are, a man if he don't provide 100%. We hear this everywhere. We hear this nonsense. Crazy.
You gonna let her talk to you like that? Oh, you a bitch?
Right. She wear the pants to the house.
She wear the pants, right?
And it's like the person who's saying that more times than not goes home to an empty home.
That's a fact.
More than likely, the person who is saying that doesn't even understand the dynamics of a healthy relationship. See, I didn't understand it either until I had to see one, and my wife had to show it to me. She goes, "Who told you that you're less of a man? Who told you that? When I'm telling you you're all the man I need, who told you that because you wash these dishes while I go to work that it makes you less of a man? Who told you that? Because guess what? When I come home, don't I cherish you as the man? Don't I worship the ground that you walk on?
When we out in the street, ain't you the man?
Don't I make sure that?
Don't I make sure? Yup.
And then while you're listening to this, you asking yourself, well, who the fuck did say I was less than a man? And it goes back, if you really, really question and see, it goes back to the narrative.
Yep.
The world is this place where it's a bunch of generalities that we use to cover the multitude of people. And when we do that, you can't fit yourself into that mold because we're not all a part of a generality. We have specific things that we're dealing with. And each situation is different. In your household right now, y'all are both working. God forbid something happens to Nene where she can't work. Now it's all on you. But guess what? There are going to be some things that go slack. Why?
We've seen the reverse role. We've seen it when we first moved here.
Come on.
When we first moved to Florida, I lost my job.
And you wasn't no bitch then, right?
You paid really good money.
It didn't make you no bitch when you lost your job.
At all.
You just literally lost your income.
But at that time, coming back to your point, you would feel so.
Exactly.
One day I woke up and I said, man, if I'm going to start over, I'm going to start over. Took my ass back to school. But it was with her.
Right.
Telling me all the time, you got this.
Right.
You got this.
Right.
Not belittling.
Mm-hmm.
Not putting you down.
Right.
Because there are times that you have spouses that because they are the breadwinner, and this doesn't go one route. It doesn't go just to women.
Men
because they are the breadwinner.
Right. They feel like they have this entitlement to say and do what they want to you.
Yeah. That they can stomp all over the other person in the household. And it should never work like that, because you know what? You might feel that you're big at that moment, but one person is looking at you, and that's God.
Yeah.
And he will make sure to humble you one day.
And I've learned this in a personal thing. If you need to step on somebody else to feel bigger, you're just as small as you've ever been. You're just as small as you've ever been. If you need to stand on somebody else to feel bigger, you're just as small as you've ever been. And the truth of the matter, especially a man, hear me good, fellas, I'm talking to y'all right now. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care if you provide everything from the toilet tissue to the chicken on the stove. You don't belittle your wife. Because what you don't understand is the partner that you're belittling is the very one that's going to build you up the day you need it. And how could you count on her to build you up if you've done nothing but tear her down? Trust me, as a man who's been with this woman now for 20 years, the most important thing you can do for your woman is build her. Because trust me, it's going to take a strong woman to help put a broken man back together again.
Sir. Yes, sir. And to add to that, online masculinity is a performance, guys. It is a performance.
Wow.
Real masculinity
is
unseen and unspoken.
Wow. Nigga, that's good. That's real good. Yo, masculinity is unseen. Because if let's talk about that for a real quick second. What is it anyway? Right? Like, actual masculinity, if it was a tangible thing, what the fuck would it be?
Showing up, even on those uncomfortable moments when it hurts the most, is being there.
Doing things you don't want to do. Being a man when you don't want to be one. Standing on business even when it costs emotional disruption amongst the people you love.
Amen.
Hear me when I'm telling y'all, and I'm talking to a specific man right now. I'm talking to the man that didn't have a father in his life and doesn't know how to lead because he didn't see one lead. Hear me when I'm telling you. Being disruptive in an emotional space to gain peace and order in your home, you're not wrong. You're just dealing with the unglamorous side of leadership. There is a part of leadership that we don't talk about, and it's that. It's the uncomfortable conversations. It's the spaces where you're going to feel alone because everyone that you have to lead is not appreciating or understanding what you're leading them through in that moment. But this is why our relationship between us men has to be strong. And even one great relationship, our direct line between us and God, got to be on point.
Yes.
Because in those moments when you feel alone, you're going to be alone. Because your wife ain't going to want to talk to you because she's going to be mad. You got on her case. Your kids going to be pissed off at you. They ain't going to be there for that support. Who you going to have?
Yeah.
Your brother.
Following that guy on IG, that's the loudest. Yeah, because we the man. You know what? I could bet you anything that nigga an introvert.
And he go home and then he gonna play with cats. He pets his
I could bet you anything behind that screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, introvert. He don't speak to nobody. He don't he don't chest up to no women. His pickup lines are sent through text.
Yeah, DMs. No, and another thing, y'all, is like, do your best to hear your voice in 2026.
Your voice. Say that again.
Do yourself the favor. Turn all the voices off. Get all the noise out of your head. Clear your space mentally. Do your best this year to hear your voice, because that's where you're going to hear God talk to you at. And a lot of times we want God to speak to us. He leads and guides us throughout our entire day and speaks to us through different things. It's not just voice. It might be somebody that you might not expect. This is why you can't see somebody in the street and look down upon them. They could have the word for you that you need for the day. What I'm telling you is do your best to get rid of all the distractions, because what you need to hear this year is more of you and more of God, so you can lead your family to where they should be, man. Because if your family don't make it to where they're supposed to be, wherever that may be, that's not on your family, bro. It's on you.
It's on you. It's on you.
So we got down to the last 10 minutes, and now I feel like I can take this time to talk about what happened to me on New Year's night, man. So we're now currently in week 3 now, week 3 of January. Yeah. We had a nice episode to start the year off, and then I actually had to go to work on New Year's at the Hard Rock. So newsflash to the podcast world, I'm now doing security at the Hard Rock. And it's awesome. I love it. It's a great company. Shout out to the Hard Rock. But one thing I will never do again, and I mean never, hold me to this word, Imperfect Family, I will never work at the Hard Rock again on New Year's night. Jose, it got to the point where I was hurting animals. I wasn't just dealing with people anymore.
Said hurting animals.
I was hurting animals. And I know, and I get it. I've been out and about on New Year's. There's a lot of alcohol flowing. There's a lot of energy. Many, many thousands of people. It's a great environment. It's awesome. Music bumping. I get it. But we can't lose focus or lose track that there's a tomorrow. And there were so many people that night that lost focus of that there's a tomorrow in their lives. And the majority of them woke up the next day in a cold bench, realizing that, oh, today is the tomorrow to yesterday, and I'm now paying for what I did last night. I got into 7 altercations, physical altercations, bro. I got sued 17 times consecutively. And they were all siblings of the owners of the club. My dad owns this place. I'm suing you. Fuck you. What's your name? Give me your badge number. Damn, your brother just sued me 5 minutes ago. All of y'all here right now? Are all your siblings here currently?
Well, golly, your father was busy. 15 of you?
Yo, I'm talking about every few minutes. Anybody I had to escort out, I got sued by. And all right, now I might get in trouble with this one, but it's our show. Fuck it. So listen, I used to work in DDI, which is Developmental Disabilities Institute in New York, right? So I am very versed, and I'm very well versed in dealing with people with cerebral palsy, special needs, different disabilities, and all those things, right? So this gentleman, and also for people who don't know me, my grandmother was in a wheelchair my entire life. Shout out to Laura Jones, rest in peace to my girl. She was a paraplegic my whole life, so I'm very versed at being able to understand how to deal with somebody that's in a wheelchair. Now, with that being said, I'm in the hallway, right? And I'm walking down my route of the hall, which is Retail Row, they call it. And Retail Row has all the stores on it and the clubs at the end of the casino. So this is my route, and I'm walking up and down. So the night is calming down from all the situations, about 5 a.m. And I see this wheelchair darting to me. I mean, straight on. Zzz. And the person in the wheelchair, you could just tell, they're flowing to me. Now, it's a pretty wide hallway, so I'm thinking to myself, well, he's beelining. Should I go right, left? You know what I'm saying? In my mind.
Yeah.
So I step left to get to clear the path, and he turns to me still. I'm like, all right, let me get against the wall now. He's still beelining to me. So he gets to where, right by my kneecap, and stops, right? Now, you know the wheelchairs is automatic. So it's based upon you pushing it. Once you take your hand off of it, it locks, right? Abruptly, if you snatch your hand off of it. The boy obviously has cerebral palsy of some sort. When he pushes the thing down and lets it go close to me, Jose.
Bro, I don't want to laugh.
Jose, the woman he was with grabs his shoulder.
I'm trying
Jose.
not to laugh, bro.
Grabs his shoulder and pulls him back on the chair. He goes,
bro, you gonna go to hell, bro.
He goes, I have to talk.
Going to hell, bro. You going to hell. No, he's going to hell, bro. You going to hell by yourself, bro.
Yo, but look, Jose, let me finish. Look. He goes, I need to talk to you because she pulls him back up, right? And he's gathering himself. I have to talk to you because I don't like how I was treated. I'm like, excuse me, what happened? Who did it to you? Well, some men's in the black jacket and blue jackets like the one you're currently wearing.
Bro, the voice
is... And then Jose, what really threw me over, Jose, was when he goes to tell me how aggressive. I am tired. Yo, Jose, it took all of me. I turned around and everything. I looked away from the man. While she's picking him back up, I looked away from the man. I'm like this. I'm like, I said, sir, I'm going to make it my duty tonight to make sure whoever did this to you is going to pay for this. Bro. Yo, when I walked away, Jose, I said, God, you test me every day for my spot in heaven on Instagram. Now you're going to do it in person?
Yo.
You going to do it in person now? So, pray for me, y'all. I have a great job at the Hard Rock, but I get a chance to see people in their worst. So I appreciate everyone who go out and party. But as a man who gets a chance to see y'all in this way, go out and have a good time safely and allow the alcohol to do what it's supposed to do before you ingest too much of it. I'm going to give a lesson real quick. Alcohol takes 25 to 30 minutes to hit your bloodstream. In that time period, you should not have 7 drinks, okay? Because when that bomb hits, boom, you're in trouble. And with that being said, I want to take this moment to say thank y'all so much for joining.
Boom, you're in trouble.
You wake up yourself and you're in the precinct like, God damn, how'd I get here? One too many drinks.
Right here.
And I'm going to hell, right? I'm the one going. He going to be right there next to me online.
Oh, Lord.
Yo, so with that being said, man, yo, we had a great conversation, and I really do pray that what we said today, especially about men speaking up, really resonates and makes you think and makes you do more of improving yourself to be the 2.0 version of yourself so you can speak up, so you won't find yourself in those compromising positions internally. Right? It's about speaking up and doing it from a place of love, not control, not domination, but a place of love and a place of you wanting to see your family be the best version of themselves, as well as your family as a unit moving forward in a positive way. So that's the reason we brought this conversation up to you guys today. Like I said before, always, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us, but do me a favor and do this man a favor. Hit that subscribe button, please.
Yes, sir.
Please. Yo, man, but as usual, Jose, before we get up out of here, what you got for them people, man?
And all I'm going to say is, to a point of what we spoke earlier, be vocal.
Yeah.
Don't hold it in.
No.
Just make sure you're emotionally balanced.
Yes, absolutely.
And standing firm when you do so.
Absolutely. And if you need help doing that, it's okay to ask for it, bro.
Join our WhatsApp community.
Yes, join our WhatsApp community. It's going to be down in the description. We have real conversations through text. where we talk about real different things, a lot of different topics. So whatever it is, bring it to the community. We'll discuss it. We'll talk about it. And if anything, you never know, we might bring it to the platform. All right?
Yes,
so with that being said, fathers, as always, do your due diligence to be the best father you can. And before you even work on being the best father you can, work on being the best man you can be. The little boy inside of you still needs maturity. He still needs some attention. Don't deny him that. Be a better version of yourself. Check in on yourself and do the work. With that being said, we're about to get up out of here. Fathers, see the world, you're just a dad. That's all you are. But to your family, you're their world. Understand that, live in that, and abide in it. But until we see y'all again in these podcast streets, be good to yourself and the ones around you. And if you can't be good to the ones around you, that's all right. Let's get those people from around you. This is your boy RJD, the Imperfect Gentleman, and
your boy JP, the Imperfect Husband.
And this has been another dope episode of the Imperfect Fathers Podcast. Y'all be blessed, because we will. Peace. Shout out to Weezy. Weezy F, baby.
Yo, it's the Imperfect Fathers. Yo, it's the Imperfect Fathers. Yeah, we know we're gonna talk about it. Yo, it's the Imperfect Fathers. Yo, we're gonna talk about